Hello friends, welcome to Ikra Technology. Let's learn about one of the most important and interesting topic of programming language. So in Python programming, we have conditional statements which are used for checking conditions. So if else denote like we normally do in our English language, it works same. Like suppose for example if I say if it rains, take umbrella with you, else leave it at home. So here it's checking the condition of if it will rain today or not, right? If it rains, then you take the umbrella. If it doesn't, then you do not. So that's how it works in Python programming also. So let's see how we write an if block. You have to use keyword if, then whatever condition you have. Here we are checking for condition 2 is greater than 1 and then colon. So if this condition is satisfied or is true, which means obviously we know 2 is greater than 1, right? So then only the code inside the if block will work. But if the condition is false, it will skip the code inside the if block. So that's how block is represented here, as it is written inside the block. So this will not run if the condition is false, but in our case the condition is true, so this will run. Now let's see this with an example. Okay, so I'll show you very basic example. If true, or if let's take two variables and check which one is greater and print the greater one. So a is equals to 10, b is equals to 20. Now we will check the condition. If a is greater than b, print a if this condition satisfied, else print b. So what I'm doing here is I'm checking. First let's understand if block. This is the if block. Okay, else block is optional. If you want to write, you can write. If you want to skip it, you can skip it too. So what we are doing is we are checking here the condition. If a is greater than b, then only this code will run. Okay, otherwise the code will not run. So let's try running it. See, the code is not running because a is not greater than b. Condition is false. That's why it's skipping this part. Now let me make the condition true. Now the condition is true, right? A is less than b. And we will run it again. And see, it's printing the value of a. So I'll reverse the condition, and now let's understand else block. Else block means if the if block is not running, what else you have to do. So I'll simply paste the else block. So what I'm doing is if a is greater than b, print a, else print b. Let's run and see, as the condition is false, that's why it's printing the value of b. Now we have one more optional block when you have multiple conditions to check. Okay, suppose you here what we are doing is we are checking if a is greater than b or if a is less than b. What if a is equal to b? So what we will do is elif a is equal to b. Here we are checking a condition. So I will print equal. And let me write it in a string. We will print equal. Okay. Now we will run. Obviously we know a is not greater than b. A is not equal to b. So b will be printed. First I will print and show you. See. But now let's make a and b equal to check if our elif block is working. See, equal is running. So what happens when you have multiple conditions to check? You can add elif block also, and you can add n number of elif blocks. Means if I have more conditions to check, I can I can add more and more elif blocks as much as I want. Okay, but there will only be you know, one else block in this entire if else ladder. So that's how conditional statement of if else work. See here, let's see an example. Here we have to write a program to check if person is eligible to create a bank account or not based on their age. So if the age is greater than equal to 18, it should print you can create bank account. Like I understand, what we will do here is we will assign the age variable any value we want. So here we have assigned 20. If age is greater than equal to 18, here we are checking if the age variable is greater than equal to 18. If the condition is satisfied, that is true in this case, so it will print the age, print you can create the bank account. Okay, so what is happening is it's checking if age is greater than equal to 18. If the condition is getting true, then it will print the code, else it will just stop its execution. Now same for the if else block. If the condition is true, it will print the if block. If the condition is false, it will move to the else block. See, and for elif we have multiple blocks. So if first condition, what happens is if first condition is false, which is in if, then it goes to elif block and check for the second condition. If it is false, then it go to elif else block, then it checks for the next condition. So let's quickly revise what we learned today. So if else is a conditional block which checks for the condition. If the condition is true, it prints what is inside the if blocks, or it executes what is inside the if block. If the condition is false, it goes to else block. That's how it works. So yeah, that's all about today's video. Thank you.